Hello students and welcome to today's class. My name is Yashi and I'm your science teacher. Today I will be introducing the exciting world of reproduction to you. Yes, reproduction, you heard it right. This is our today's topic. And before we begin, let me tell you, this is one of the most important and interesting topic of biology. And you should not study it for marks, exam, or because it is a part of syllabus. You should study because you must know how you come to this world. You, me, all of us. Did we fall from sky overnight? Or our parent went to temple and told God, God, bless me with a baby girl. And God was like, just a baby girl. Granted words, boom, catch a baby. Huh, my butcher. Is this the way we come to this world? Not at all. Then what happened? What exactly happened? What exactly happened is reproduction. So let's finally dive into the concepts. In very simple words, we can say that reproduction is a biological process by which new individuals are produced by their parent. Yes, like you are an individual and you have been produced by your parent. Your parent have been produced by their parent. They have been produced by their parent and so on. So it's a long chain. In future, you will also produce babies, you will give birth to babies and you will continue this chain of reproduction. Okay, so this is what reproduction is. It is a process of production of new individuals from the existing one. Okay, like now different organism will reproduce and produce the babies of their own kind. Like dogs will reproduce to produce puppies, cats will reproduce to form kittens, and so on. Fine. Now, in so many books, you will find that reproduction has been classified as a life process. Now, is it valid? Is it fair enough to call it a life process? Like nutrition, respiration, transpiration. Is it a process that helps you to sustain or survive? Like if you don't eat, if you are not performing nutrition, you will die. Any of the life process, if you miss, if you don't perform, you will die. But is reproduction something if you don't perform, you will die? Not at all. Yeah, you will not die if you don't reproduce. You will die, but you will die a normal death. You will die when you grow old or by accidents or by any way, but not because of not performing this process. So it's not valid and fair enough to call it a life process. So it is a biological process. Now the question is, if you don't die, then why? Why to reproduce if you are not dying in the absence of this process? So, reproduction is important to maintain the existence of life on earth. Like if your parents would have thought, let's not reproduce, let's not give birth to a baby, in that case, you would not have seen this beautiful world. You would not have been studying right now, you would not have been watching this video. So, we can say that reproduction is an important process to maintain the existence of life on earth. Like if any particular organism will stop reproducing, that particular organism will vanish from the surface of earth. Like if humans stop reproducing, there will be no humans in future. If dogs stop reproducing, there will be no dogs in future, and which is not at all good. Okay, so if someone asks you why it is important, if it is not a life process, you can survive even without it. We can say it is important to maintain the existence of life on earth. Okay, so I'm hoping this much is clear to you. The production, why it is important. Moving further in this topic, we will study about the two broad classifications of reproduction, which is two forms of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Let us study asexual and sexual reproduction together for better clarity and also to understand the difference between them properly. Okay, so asexual reproduction is a form of reproduction which involves just one parent. Asexual, A is for one. While in sexual reproduction, involvement of two parents takes place. Okay, and both the parents should be of different sex. One should be male and the other should be female. Like two males or two females can't reproduce. Okay, In asexual reproduction, fusion of gametes does not take place, and it is quite clear if just one parent is involved how the fusion will happen. Like for fusing together, we at least need two things, okay? So because it involves just one parent, no fusion of gametes takes place. While in sexual reproduction, because two parents are involved, fusion of gametes takes place. Okay, male gamete produces sperm, female gamete produces ova. It fuses together to form zygote, which further grows into an individual. Okay, the third difference is the babies, the offsprings, or the individuals which come from asexual reproduction are almost identical. They are the exact copies or the clones of their parent, while in sexual reproduction, the offsprings or babies are different. Like we humans, you look different from your father or mother because of the involvement of two parents. Okay, some of the characteristics of male and some characteristics of female just changes. Okay, changes the new individual. Next point is the process of asexual reproduction is much faster than sexual reproduction. Okay, asexual happens faster while sexual takes time. Now it varies from organism to organism. Okay, different organism takes different time span for the production of babies. Okay, so this was the difference between asexual and sexual reproduction. So in this class we studied what is reproduction, why isn't it important. We also studied the two forms of reproduction, which is sexual and asexual. We studied the difference between them as well. So let it be this much for today, and I'm hoping the concepts were clear to you like the class. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.